Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football Week Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On the move, it's Singleton. Makes him talk to the hand. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Under fire. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making checks. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Ross. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Quarterback running on the draw. Not enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Around the end, it's Singleton. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. To the edge, it's Singleton. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down, looking for more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Bernard. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the run, it's Singleton. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Allard. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So now on comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Cuevas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give is to Miller. There he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Maryland. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making making the stop after a short gain. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Shotgun snap on third down. Fires to the big fella.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short game. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Flushed out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now from inside the red zone. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Aller. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Russell. Finds the tight end. Breaks the tackle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Horton. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. On his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Man, a nice 2nd effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the wildcat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Snap to the back. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Calls his own number. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. Defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. It's complete on the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cuevas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
The Nittany Lions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulls and fires complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Russell. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Oh, he's still got more! That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third down. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun. Rushes on him. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Aller. He'll pull it down. Inside the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 7 over NC State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming...
Oh, he's got some space. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Got a man. It's Miller. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Here's a hit. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's in open space downfield. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Pressure coming. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.